Alright, hello everyone on the interwebs. I am Stewie1. I am going to be making some videos for Marvel Contest of Champions. This is my first video. Not sure how serious I'm going to take this or how many videos I'm going to do, but I figured it might be fun. Post a couple fights from war and share them with everyone. And I don't know, it might be beneficial to some. Not too sure, but hey, let's have some fun with it. So for this war, I think we're at the 10th war in season 7 right now. It's been a pretty good season. We are facing world champs. We faced them a couple times in the past. They're really solid Master Alliance. Definitely have given us a pretty good war. So for this war, I'm on Path 8 for Section 1 and 2, and because of the mini bosses we had, I did not end up getting to fight one this war. But that's okay. I mean, I got to save some items, and best guy got to take on the mini boss, so works for me. Anyway, my first fight, though, getting into it, is actually going to be Node 5, which is going to be a boosted recovery node. Along with Power Lock 1. This isn't the worst fight to deal with. It's a pretty good warm-up fight. Only had a few fights here that I think are a little bit more difficult. It's common that I see Sabretooth here. If I'm using Stark Spider-Man, that could be a tough fight because you just have to build up 10 poise charges before you can start attacking. Otherwise, it's a little bit unlikely you're going to get him down. But for here, just had a 6-star Phoenix. She's not duped, so I don't have to worry about her signature ability with that regen kicking in. He does have willpower though, but really not much of a difference. Not for Ghost Rider anyway. So yeah, pretty good warm-up fight. Nice start. Nice start off to the war. My next fight here, didn't know who I was facing. I had just activated Scouter Lens when I got to Section 2. But it was a King Groot, and I'm okay with that. King Groot's a pretty straightforward fight. Just if he's got Furies on and you parry him, just don't attack. Just bait out the heavy attacks and the SP1s, and pretty easy. For the most part, you treat it like stun immune, but there I just went for the regen because he didn't have any Fury buffs up, and I now have double edge on, so that recoil damage is going to get me a little bit. I just wanted to keep my health up as much as I can while I could. But Ghost Rider is truly a wonderful champ. I absolutely love playing him. His damage is amazing at a high signature level with that Fury buff going. He's definitely, in my opinion, one of the top 10 champs in the game. So I love him at rank 5. But yeah, next fight here, going into Section 2, I had Scouter Lens active, and this is going to be a 6-star Kingpin. There's some limber on this node, but it's not too bad. Initially, I was going to go with Ghost Rider here because I was expecting the next fight on Biohazard to need to use Ghost Rider. So I was just going to save some health and use Blade, plus with my Ghost Rider synergy, Blade's got the Danger Sense active, so dishing out some good damage. And this fight, just like King Groot, it's pretty straightforward. Just go in, bait the heavy attacks, bait the special one, and give him a proper kick in the dick. Other than that, it's a pretty easy day. So yeah, I fire off the SP2 here and win the match. This next fight here, though, coming up, part of me was expecting like a Miles Morales or something, which is why I was going to go with Ghost Rider, since MODOK and Void had already been fought, and in that case I would have used Blade. But it turns out this is a 565 thing, which is kind of the Korg 2.0 kicking the dick defender right now. Not a fun fight, but hopefully with time I'm sure he'll get just a little bit easier. So yeah, I had to go in with Quake, and I am a relatively new Quake player. Her fighting style is very unique, and I'm having a blast taking her into Road to the Labyrinth and practicing some of the fights with her in there. Um, just using her charge heavy and dexterity, it's pretty challenging, especially um, having that level of focus on your opponent to know when to dash or charge heavy. Makes it difficult, but definitely brings a unique dynamic to the game, as it's a playstyle that you're not using with anybody else. So, but for this fight, I wasn't trying to play that perfectly. Didn't want to risk making mistakes, so I was playing a little bit more safe, charging heavy a little bit more. I mean, sorry, using parry a little bit more. And the nice thing about parry, even with the limber here and it basically being stun immune, um, parry will kind of minimize some of that block damage. And I'm definitely okay with taking the block damage, because I mean that's what glory and health potions are for. So much rather heal up and win the match than worry about losing a little bit of health. But yeah, here I'm just doing my best. I knew that I was going to be stuck in the corner for this entire fight. Afterwards, I showed the vid to some of my alliance mates, and my BG officer, and then another guy who I'm definitely learning from. They both told me that with her concussion, I could have probably attacked more, but I should probably test it out in Biohazard in Act 5, because I really don't want to risk bleeding. So I just assumed I was going to be stuck in the corner for this entire fight, and um, sitting in the corner against the thing for 2 minutes and 15 seconds is it's a little nerve-wracking. Um, so hopefully not too many of you are having to deal with that fight right now. But going to this next fight, for some reason, I honestly thought I was going to be dealing with a thing again. Thank God for the Scouter lens. So I'm only dealing with a 455 Luke Cage here. Blade had plenty of health. It's a pretty easy match, even if the degen got me due to the flare node. Wouldn't be too worried about it. It's pretty straightforward match. Uh, really quick, as you can see, just 15 seconds or so. So yeah, then that was it. That was it for me in this war. Like I said, no mini bosses. We'll say hats off to world champs. You gave us you gave us a pretty good gangbang. Nice war, guys. Definitely looking forward to our rematch. Congrats on your victory, and I will see you on the next war video. Later, guys.